Hi, this is Shaumya from Wealth Redefine. Very interestingly, I met a techie from Bangalore who is 28 years old. He earns big amount, but when I look at to his savings, there is no savings at all. So he came to me with a reference saying that मैं पैसा तो बहुत कमा लेता हूँ, लेकिन सब खर्च हो जाता है. पता नहीं लगता कैसे सेविंग किया जाए. So that is the reason I thought that let me address it for the people who are at the 30s or less than the 30s, because if you save the money at 30s or before, the time is your biggest ally. वक्त का फायदा आपको मिलेगा और उस टाइम पे आपने सही तरीके से इन्वेस्ट करना या मनी मैनेजमेंट करना स्टार्ट किया तो ये आपको जो 60 या 65 की एज में जाके यू विल हैव नो वरी. इंडिया में ये अभी भी दिखा जाता है जो ओल्डर जनरेशन है वो आज भी आइदर अपना चिल्ड्रन या कुछ हद तक गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है फॉर द रिटायरमेंट. दे आर नॉट फुल्ली रिटायरमेंट सफिशिएंट. सो लेट मी गिव यू द पॉइंट्स वन बाय वन which will tell you that it is needed to do either in 30s or before 30s. Number one point, pay yourself first. As Warren Buffett say that you should save before spending. I also believe that if you can cut down your spending and save some money, then definitely it is going to help you in the future. So अपने आप को पहले पेमेंट करो, उसके बाद जो बच रहा है उसको आपने जरूर सेव करो. पूरा पैसा मत खर्च करो. Second point is kill your debt trap. Most people who are in the 20, 25, 26, they rush for the home or rush for a car or a exuberant vacations and everything and take a lot of EMIs. This is the biggest mistake they do before they actually going to have their savings. Start saving at the initial days. Yes, you need home, you need car, you need vacation, but do not cross the limit. If you can afford a car of 10 lakhs, don't try to buy a car of 30 lakhs and put yourself into a debt. Also, if you can manage a vacation with 5 lakhs, don't go for 15 lakhs and take a debt against it and then paying off the EMI. This is not desirable. Third point, build an emergency fund. When you are in a job, initial days of your life, and you do not have a very backup of savings, you require an emergency fund. What if your health goes down, or what if you lose the job, or any of the things? If you have a 6 months or 7 months or 1 year of savings, you can easily find out another job of your choice. You should not be a hurry, and you should not be in a pressurized condition. You know that there is an emergency corpus which will take you for next 6 months or 1 year of time. So आपका जो इमरजेंसी कॉर्पस है उसको बिल्ड करना बहुत जरूरी है. आप इमरजेंसी कॉर्पस को बिल्ड नहीं करोगे तो जब रेनी डेज आएगा उसके लिए आपके पास कोई सेविंग्स होगा ही नहीं. सो ये बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. फोर्थ पॉइंट, इंश्योर योर लाइफ एंड हेल्थ. इट इज अ मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग for every young professional to have a health insurance. Recently, we saw a study where say that almost 70% of the Indians, even more, are just one hospital bill away from bankruptcies. Most of the people do not have the emergency saving as well as the health insurance. I think the way the cost of uh, hospitals and other things have gone up, it is very, very important that you should have a health insurance. Second thing is the life insurance. You should have a life insurance because life insurance will take care of your near and dear ones' future. If you have a proper life insurance, then obviously if something happens which is not desirable, then your life insurance will take care of the family. which is very, very important. Fifth point which I like to tell is that start a SIP, no matter how small it is. If you start an SIP, even with a small amount, still you can generate a very, very big wealth. Recently, I've seen a person who has just started a SIP with 1000 rupees, have created a 11 lakh corpus in 10, 15 years, 10, 12 years of time. So starting an SIP, even 1000 is good enough. I will give you a formula which is very common in social media. It's called 15 into 15 into 15. If you say 15,000 rupees, 15% per annum growth, and for 15 years, you may make once year, which will give you a lot of financial independence. Sixth point, start live below your means. If you know that you can easily spend 50,000 rupees a month, start having 40,000 spending. Let's move the 10,000 into either some savings or some other kind of instruments. If you live below your means, obviously you not get into the debt trap. If you go beyond your means, obviously you will slowly and gradually get into a debt trap, and that debt trap will actually become a very, very difficult for you to overcome once you reach around 40, 45 or 50 years of age. Suppose if you have a wealth of 1 crore and you have a debt of around 1.5 crore, your net worth is actually minus 50 lakhs. Where a person with zero debt having a 20 lakhs of net worth is a plus 20 lakhs of net worth, and much richer than this person who is having a minus 50 lakhs of net worth. So if you live below your means, it will help you, and it will help you to gradually create a bigger wealth for yourself. Seventh point which I'd like to tell you is that understand the tax well. Government has given a lot of options where you can actually save your tax. You can use a lot of criteria or tricks to save tax. If you are go to a very tax savvy person who is a good tax lawyer or a good tax consultant, then probably they will give you the ways how you can save tax legally, because saving tax legally will help you whichever you are paying unnecessarily, because that is not something which is wrong, because that has government has given you to do it, and that you should use it. So that is very, very important to do. Point number 8, invest in skill, not just stuff. The biggest investment you can make is for yourself. How you develop the skill, how you develop the knowledge, how you develop the attitude. Most of the people in the younger generation is interested in a big watch, big car, or fancy clothes or fancy houses and everything. Please understand that this is all the resultant of the skill, the knowledge, the attitude you have. If you develop a good skill, if you develop a good knowledge, if you develop a good attitude for work, and develop it on a consistent basis, sharp your skill on a consistent basis, then all these things will come to you automatically, because every industry requires a skill labor. If you acquire that skill, you will definitely get paid off better than others, and slowly gradually you become much better than others. Point number 9, automate your money. If you are working, then it is important that you work for 8 hours, but your money should work for 24 hours. When you invest in a shares or when you invest in a bonds or something, that means that company is working more than you, and people who are working there are generating revenue for you. So automate the money is very important. Though you are working for 8 hours, let your money work for 24 hours. That will help you to generate more wealth, because the compounding effect will keep on coming to you, and this compounding effect will help you to keep the money grow for a long period of time. Last point which I'd like to tell you is that review and track. A lot of people I have seen doing into a recurrent deposit for 7 years, 10 years without knowing what exactly interest he is getting or she is getting, or they are just investing into a small jewelry or something like that. So review it, whether you are getting better than the market, whether you are getting better than the inflation, whether you are getting better than the other things. I have seen people are talking about rental incomes. If the rental income is giving you 2% return, then why you are, and if the property is also not going, then why do you want to keep the money there? So these are all the things which is important. People do not realize it, but review it on a regular basis. Not just mutual fund, but your all finances. That where you are making less money or where you are making more money. If you are making more money, then obviously you should invest there and try to multiply the money much faster than others. This is the last point which I talked. But please remember, whenever you are investing something, please consult a financial advisor. All the investment cannot be done without having a proper risk appetite, your time horizon, and other things. So please, this video is only for the educational purpose, just to give you a understanding. But whenever you want to invest, please use a financial advisor. If you are interested, you can subscribe to our channel. We'll come up with this kind of videos on a regular basis, and we will also like the uh, video. If you have any questions, you may give us a comment. We will definitely going to answer it. Thank you for